The worst thing would be you'd start to see the dirt come down. Like, guys! Guys! Help! Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Wait What podcast. It's episode 9. We're here, we're recording, we're podcasting, we're killing it, and Jono's with me.
Hello, sir.
Hello. You know what?
Yeah, I'm good. And yourself?
I am full of energy somehow.
Amazing. I saw you yesterday.
You did? Oh my god, what a beautiful fucking moment it was.
First time in, what, almost 3 months?
We touched elbows. We touched elbows.
Oh, you're not meant to tell people that.
Shit. No, yeah, first time in like 3 months. I've seen you not via the interwebs.
Yeah, it was a nice surprise. I didn't know you were coming in. So
I didn't know you were there. Yeah. You went into work to build some laptops.
Yep.
I went into work to get my laptop that you had accidentally built. I thought I was going to have to go in and build my laptop up, and you've done it for me. Good work.
You're welcome.
And to take some stuff to little Russell. Shout out to Russell, who's not in the ICU anymore. Yeah, no one knows Ross. He's a new character to this like web of crap that we've weaved. Yeah, that was lovely. I didn't think I was going to see you. I mean, you're coming around on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I knew I'd see you this week. I just didn't think I'd see you twice this week. So
it was a pleasant surprise.
it was. I'm not going to lie. For like a second, I walked in. I was like, "Who the fuck is in the office?" Like, we were both wearing hats. Neither of us often wear them. Like, when we normally see each other, we're just showing off our glorious hair.
Yeah.
So I walked in and I was just like, he had a high vis on. So I was just like, I think it's someone from the warehouse. And I couldn't see your face. I could just see like shoulders, a high vis, and like a hat. I was like, who the fuck is in here messing with shit? And then you turn around and I was like, oh, it's my best friend. Whoops. Hey, John D.
Yeah, the lockdown has required a hat.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
I can't wait to get a haircut.
Do you know what, right? I found out, I'm saying this quietly because, I don't know, I mean, I've just put soundproofing up and audio, like acoustic foam in this room. So if anything, it's the time that I don't need to be so quiet. But I'm pretty sure, I punched my laptop. I mean, you know that thing you do when you're like talking, but you're using your hands a lot? I'm just really expressive today. And so I went, I'm pretty sure, and like put my hand out like I was saying, like you could see me, and I just twatted my laptop. Poor thing. It's already gone through enough this week with me opening the back of it. Really like slapdash attack at the back of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my next door neighbour is a hairdresser.
All right.
So I might just be like, hey, person I only know based on our geographical position, please cut my hair. But that'd be like a last ditch attempt. I think I'm all right for now. As I say, like I've used thin scissors on the sides. Sarah's gone round and made the back better. And I'm just wearing a hat a lot. It doesn't look like we're going back to work anytime soon, now that our office is being taken over by the contact centre.
Yeah, don't need to worry about that so much. I just look like I did when I was like 19 again. So
that was like your heyday, though.
Yeah, I peaked
very early. Yeah, but it was like a high peak, like a real high peak. So like, even if you're slowly coming down from that peak, you're still looking good.
Thanks, man.
Because it was a high peak. Like, I'm tall. I couldn't touch that peak. I feel like I'm nearing my peak now. Like, this is genuine. I had this thought the other day, right? So you think in school, right? When just before sixth form, I was one of those kids that like everyone knew and everyone got on with. I didn't really have any enemies, and I was kind of friends in like a few different groups. You had like the cool kids, and like a few of those people knew me. And then like there was the musician group, which is obviously where we were. Yeah. And then there was like just the other couple of like cliques of people, and everyone kind of knew who I was. I didn't really pick any fights with anyone. I didn't see the point in it. And then I went away in sixth form, and got a manual labour job, and I came back, and like that was my school peak, right? I came back, I'd done my hair, I was like 16, so mother had bought me an entire new wardrobe, and I'd been working manual labour all summer, and thought, fuck it, I might as well try and get in shape. So I came back like no chub, hair done, like a little bit of stubble, like that was my school peak, right? Then like more people noticed who I was, and I'm pretty sure I grew again. Like I think that's when I hit like 6'4" at least, and then I feel like I'm nearing a peak in life now. It's just genuine worry because I'm like, okay, my beard's at that point where I like it. That's fine. Not including the hair. Like no one wants to peak in fucking lockdown. Like that's not your peak. But I'm thinking like at the moment, from where I've been like working in the garden a lot and stuff like that, and also working out 5 or 6 times a week, tracking my calories, keeping good in my macros, and just generally like taking care of myself. And I've got a bit of a tan from all the garden work. I'm just like, I might come out of lockdown and be the most in shape I ever been. Like, I can nearly see my abs, Jono. Like, I thought someone had stolen them. They've not been viewable for a while. And so I was just like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to come out of lockdown and like, that's that. Like, I'm going to have to try and ride that peak. And then I'm just worried that that's as good as it gets. And then it's downhill. I found like 4 greys the other day, and that's what made me question it.
Oh.
They were all in like one area as well. So it was like if they were just like a stray grey here and there, I could have dealt with it. But they were like having a conversation behind my ear.
Well,
bastard.
As long as they don't talk to any more hairs, you should be fine.
I found and when I say white, I mean like fucking colouring pencil white beard hair the other day, and I just looked at it. I was like, would you look at it? See if anyone knows who that guy is. And that was quite shocking. I didn't know what to do about that either.
I mean,
I pulled it out. That's what I did. I knew exactly what to do about it.
I mean, it's better to just go grey than for it to all just leave.
Yeah, that's true. I hope so. Any barber I've ever had has always been like, "Oh, your hair's really thick. I don't think you're ever going to go bald." Touch wood. I'm gonna have to remember not to edit those bangs out when I see them in the waveform layer. Otherwise, it'll be just touch wood. Just pure silence. And like my dad didn't lose any of his hair, and he went grey really late. But then some people say it comes from like the mother's side, right. And my mum went grey when she was 18. And
oh, really?
So everything you've seen from my mother is a lie. And then my granddad on my mum's side had like no hair, and my uncle's like bald. I'm like, fuck, better not come from that side. But they'd lost hair like early, so I'm okay for now. I think they look weird bald.
I'd quite like to see it.
No, you don't. No one needs to see this. I've got one of those heads where, like, you know, you've either got to have like a broad, strong chin to put off a bald look, or some people just have like quite like a round head, and then they can get away with baldness. That's the only thing a round face is good for. You can get away with baldness, right? But I have like a normal sized top of my head, and then like a strong jawline, but it's like it comes down to like I've got a strong chin, but it's not wide. You know, my jawline's not wide. My face is narrow. So I just feel like I look like a light bulb that someone's dropped on the floor. Like I'd have a beard and no hair. I look like a fucking, like, you know, the pointier end of an egg. That's what my beard is. Oh, God, I've just given myself a complex. Also, we've got like 10 minutes into this fucking conversation, and all I've done is realise that I look like an egg if I was bald. Cool. I got some stuff to tell you today.
Hang on.
One thing I was going to ask you is, what's your honest review of the garden work I've done?
You can't ask me that live.
I can.
No, it's very impressive. I think I might just get you to come and do my garden.
Mate, I'd come and help. I love working at the garden. Tell me what you want done.
I just need to get some paving done.
Yeah, why not? I hadn't built a deck before I built that deck. So, and that was not okay. It was like if you right-angled off a Dairy cheese triangle. That's how I can describe the shape. And then just snipped the pointiest, thinnest end off. So that was not fun. And I built that out of decking. That seems to have worked. Put a pergola roof over the top. Put some ivy up there. Put some lights hanging down, and then netted it all off today so that it's slightly warmer because you don't get as much wind through that netting. Slightly more waterproof because you don't feel as much of the rain through that netting. All the light spots and stuff just land on it, don't come through. But yeah, pretty happy with it. It's come up pretty well.
Yeah, it looks very good.
Cool. Right, what are we talking about today?
Oh, I don't know anymore.
I'm going to talk to you about a waving corpse. I'm going to talk to you about the Democracy Manifest man who says, "Get your hands off my penis!" And succulent Chinese meal. Whose name is Jack Carlson, and I'm just learning this. I've just always called him the "Get your hands off my penis." This is the man who put his hands on my penis. And also a flying turtle.
Nice.
He didn't put his hands on the flying turtle. I also want to talk to you about a flying turtle.
Okay.
So, what about you?
Well, I've got the ghost clock.
Yep.
That is clock. We've got the unsolved murder of Ken McElroy.
Very different story, isn't it, ghost clock? That's sorry to interrupt. That's one of two things. Either you got a dicking while you slept from a ghost, or I did not think today I'd say got a dicking by a ghost. Or this next one is just as stupid. I'm laughing because I know what's coming. Or that like your girlfriend like whips your pants off and you were like an action man down there. Oh fuck. Okay, please keep talking.
And finally, we've got an engineer who earned over 1 million air miles through pudding.
Damn, that's a lot of pudding.
But first, I got a little bit of follow-up. I think it was 2 episodes ago we talked about Elon Musk and Grimes and their baby's name.
Yes.
So they have changed it.
Okay.
Basically in California.
Is it Colin? My go-to is it name.
In California, you're not allowed to have numbers registered as part of the name. So
that's a weird law.
Yeah. So they have just changed the 12 at the end to the Roman numerals of XII.
So they've not really changed the name.
No, not really, no.
It's still ridiculous.
Yep.
But if anything, they've made it just harder to read.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure in that episode I said something like, imagine the teacher calling the register out.
Yep.
That definitely just got harder because now they think that just says Xi at the end.
Or they think that they're the 12th.
Yeah. Oh my god, imagine a whole family with that name. How do you say the name again?
I was just looking for that. I can't actually remember.
You're the one that told me.
Yeah, I know, but it's awful.
Wasn't it like there was an ash, right? There was definitely an ash.
I think it was supposed to have an ash or something in it. Let's have a look.
It was something ash 12 or ash something 12. You can't have follow up and not be prepared, Jonty.
Well, that's what we do.
No, not in this season. We've been so prepared this season. We are recording this so much earlier than it's going to go out. We're recording this the day after episode 5 went out, right? We are 4 in advance. Tomorrow, we're recording episode 10. Come on.
Okay, it's X Ash Archangel.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, it seems like they argue over it. Elon Musk has said it's pronounced X Ash Archangel, and Grimes has said it's pronounced XAI.
Good. Well, the nice thing about that is, just like the rest of the world, the parents have no idea what to call that child. So, I did have a thought the other day, right? I saw it pop up on my timeline. I just thought, when you don't tell a lot of people won't tell like their friends and stuff the name of their baby before they have
Yes.
the baby.
Yeah.
Because they don't want other people to name their children that name, or they don't want to ruin it for them. And
Yeah.
like, I mean, I'd want people to ruin it for me early. being dead honest, I wouldn't want to like be like, oh, I'm going to call my child. Let's go with Colin, because apparently that's the only name I know of. I don't know any Collins. I also like the idea that I think Colin gets stuck in my head because it's one of the cat's names that Adam West has in Family Guy. And then someone was just like, oh, I knew a Colin. He had one leg and he was a right prick, right? And then you just be like, oh, now the name Colin reminds me of an arsehole with a limp. Like, fuck, I can't use Colin as the name now. That's all I'm going to think about is this one person that my friend knows who's an arsehole.
Yeah.
But would be great at dressing up as a pirate. Any amputees out there, I do apologise.
Come out from the shadows and own up to what you have done.
Yeah, come on, babe.
Oh my God, she's dead.
I'm Fern.
And I'm Eileen.
And we're the hosts of Crime Lap's True Crime Podcast.
We cover a variety of criminal cases, including mysteries, murders, cold cases, and more, from all across the globe. We focus on the facts while telling the story, always keeping the victim in mind.
Those kids, I think, is in very serious danger.
I'm not on the run. I am coming to get you.
This is now a murder investigation.
You can find us on your favourite podcast platform by searching for Crime Laps, or find us on social media where we post behind the scenes, regular updates and hints to our newest episodes. We promise you won't regret it.
So, I sent you a video just before we started this.
Yes, you did.
How weird is that?
Pretty weird.
Yeah. It's very, very strange. Let's just talk about it, but never tell the listener what I sent you.
Let's just stick for that topic. Let's move on.
Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? Anyway, the title is Footage Captures Bizarre Moment That Corpse Appears to Wave in Coffin. It's really weird, isn't it?
It's weird.
It was that's the only word we have for it.
I mean, the weird thing that initially struck me was that there was a window.
Yeah, that is strange. I don't know why there's a window, and I haven't thought about this until now. Again, what's also weird is that someone like zooms in. So, like, I mean, first of all, fair enough if you're filming it. Just actually, no. Why are you filming it? It's weird. Who wants to relive that?
Yeah.
Right. But then, why zoom in on the window? Like. It's not like you're on holiday and like your daughter's about to jump into the pool and you're like, here she goes, and you zoom in. You're just like, oh look, there's a dead guy I knew. Let me just get one last look at him. Like, I don't understand.
I feel like we need to give a bit more context to this because we haven't actually described it at all.
Well, I'm about to. The clip was filmed in Indonesia and it shows people gathered around a grave while a priest reads prayers aloud. Fuck, that was too much. The priest can be heard saying in the video, God has said in the book of John, I am the it says that. It says, I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me will live even though he is dead. And then, for some reason, this is literally what it says, while whoever, for some reason, is filming the funeral zooms in on the glass panel at the top of the coffin, and you can see movement from within. The incident happened on the 5th of May, and it suggested that the body was attempting to wave. However, the most likely explanation is that the corpse was moving due to changes that happened in the body after death.
It's not that he was trying to get out.
God, can you imagine? Also, like, if you were buried alive then, you're, like, looking at everyone like, help! And then just like, that's weird, the body's, oh, I think he's knocking. He's holding a sign up.
Oh, let me get a video of
I'm
this.
not dead. I'm going to zoom in, this is mental. And then the worst thing would be you'd start to see the dirt come down. Like, guys! Help! Anyway, a study from 2019 found that human bodies can move after death. I kind of knew that. Researchers from Central Queensland University in Australia, who were studying the process of decomposition, found that the external assistance human remains. That without external assistance, human remains can change their position. Well,
if there's going to be a zombie outbreak, I don't mind it being in Australia.
yeah, I mean, or Indonesia, which is where this happened.
Yeah, but didn't you say the research was in?
Yeah, I don't think they're like trying to create. I don't think they're trying to make bodies move.
No,
I think
but...
they're just like filming. This is a weird sentence. I think they're just filming dead people. You know?
Yeah, but
as you do.
If they discover zombies, I'd just rather it be over there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's easy for them to hop on a plane.
Not at the moment, anyway.
Definitely, it's not easy for anyone to hop on a plane. God. Or it might be now. We don't know, because this episode will go out in July.
All I know
Please
is
either listen
that
to
I
that
missed
one.
my holiday last week. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But you got to go back to work.
Yay.
Was that literally the week you were meant to go on holiday?
Yep.
You had to go back to work?
Yep. Yeah, it was like my...
Every cloud.
It was like my entire plan had flipped. So I was off the entire time I should have been working, and then I went back to work when I should have been on holiday.
Fucking hell. Oh, God. I saw someone post... do you know what? Standard tangents. I saw someone the other day post like a video of something from their honeymoon, and I was just like, oh, that's nice. And then I was like, oh, wait, this is an old video. Oh, wait, no one can go on holiday now. Oh, I'm sad. That absolute pang of sadness.
Yeah.
Researcher Alison Wilson told ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3, that what we found was the arms were significantly moving. So the arms started down by the side. I can't read. This is why I'd be a terrible news presenter. That, and I laugh at inappropriate things. Can you imagine? God, I'd be the worst news presenter, but I'd be the best for going viral. So great for press, bad for
press.
Sad news. Yeah, bad for press. Great for some press, bad for the press that I'd work for. We found that the arms were significantly moving, so that the arms that started off down beside the body ended up out to the side of the body. We think they were trying to do the YMCA. Why am I dead? Doctor can't say his first name, Mallet, a lecturer at the University of Newcastle who supervised the study. That's a fucking long way away from Australia. I'm joking. Added that the finding is significant as the murder victim's body would not necessarily be in the same position it died in. That depends on how long you left them for. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure they're not in the same position anyway. People don't put them. They don't build a coffin. It's just. Oh, he's died in a weird position. This is going to be hard to work out the angles. Someone's dug a 6-foot deep hole, but it's like a running man position. They're like lowering him down really slowly. Oh, he's cool. Someone didn't make this trench wide enough. We know. He said, what isn't known is that the body moves as part of the decomposition process, and it's the first time that it's been captured, as far as I know. He found that the corpses continue to move for more than a year after death. After a time-lapse camera took overhead images of corpses for 17 months and noted that the body continued to move in the entire duration. Sorry, I got a warranty message come off my laptop and it fucking threw me. I was like, what is this? Stupid new laptops telling me my warranty runs out in 2021. I'm like, calm down, we've got another 16 years of 2020. Do you know what? I am weirded out by that, and I also really, really want to see that time lapse.
Yeah, that I wouldn't have thought it would be for that long.
No, I imagine that was a sealed room because you do not want to be walking past that and catching a whiff. So imagine it was your first day and you didn't know what they were doing in this one room, and you went past and an arm just moved, and you were like, ah! You just ran down the corridor. We fucking that was my impression of someone run down a corridor. Hope you liked it. It would be the fucking weirdest first day at work. Or like you walk past a room and there's just like 8 dead people laying down, rather than sitting up and having coffee. And there's just loads of cameras pointed at them, and you just see the flashes go off. You're like, that's why? What is happening here? It's like I like the idea it's in like a shady basement as well. This guy is not really a doctor. He just likes photographing corpses. Oh God, I need to get my brain out of the gear that it's in. Go on, give me a topic. I'm getting hungry.
All right. Let's talk about the ghost clock.
Yeah, ghost clock.
Damn it, Casper. All right. So I sent you a picture just before we started.
Yeah.
Of a clock covered in a sheet.
Yep.
Um,
That's all.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything specific you noticed about it?
I won't lie, Jono. I looked at it for all of about 4 seconds, and I thought that's a clock under a sheet. It genuinely, to me, just looked like someone had just moved in. So I was like, that'll do, and then I sacked it off. I mean, the top of it looks like it has eyes.
Yep, that's the ghost section of it.
Well, I mean, the entire sheet, I imagine, is the ghost section. No one's looking at it and going, halfway down is where the ghost section stops and it becomes more clock than ghost.
Or he's going to a toga party.
That is true. He could be. Can't walk anywhere, though. He's a clock. Also, he's probably a bit too old to go to parties. I heard that he's a grandfather. Classic jokes. It's clearly on show at like an art museum.
Yep.
I can see the standard white like car at the bottom.
Yep.
Someone in the background doing line dancing. There's a lot of glassware back there. God, I would hate to go to this exhibition. That is like a fucking that is a smash waiting to happen with me around.
All right, I'll read out what the plaque says.
Tell me.
So this was created by Wendell Castle.
Cool.
And it says, at first glance, Ghost Clock appears to be a grandfather clock hidden by a large white sheet tied with a rope. A closer look, however, reveals a masterful deception. This entire sculpture was hand-carved from a single block of laminated mahogany. With meticulous detail, Castle recreated in wood the contours of soft, supple cloth, then completed the illusion by bleaching the drapery white and staining the base of the clock a walnut brown. So it's not a sheet at all.
Okay, you're going to have to give me a second, because what I did there was delete it thinking that I would never need to see that again. And I now need to reopen it. So he sculpted the sheet.
Yep.
There isn't a sheet.
Nope.
Out of wood.
Yes.
Do you know, now I can see it. And this is where I couldn't see it before, mainly because I'll be honest with you, I don't think I tried hard enough. But so I mean, let's be honest, right? So far in this episode, I've given you a dead man waving, and you've gone, "Here's a sheet over a clock." So I paid less attention, and now I regret it. If you look at the very bottom of it, that's where it looks most like sculpted wood.
Yeah.
And I don't mean the base of the clock. The bottom of the sheet is where it most looks like it's sculpted. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But that is some impressive work.
It is.
Is it actually called Ghost Clock?
Yes, yeah.
Amazing. Well, now you've really turned that round.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, what is Jono going to tell me about this that I'm going to find at all interesting? Like, I don't get it. It's just a fucking clock under a sheet.
No, it's
like, Jono's really like dragging around the bottom of the barrel for fucking news stories this week. I was like, do you want to record later? And Jono was like, fuck, better find something.
No, that was season 1, Jono.
And half of season 2. No, joking. Well, that's mad impressive.
Yeah.
I just saw that after that, next to it in my deleted photos, is a picture of you that you sent me with your panda mask.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a good little mask.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
What's under the mask is even better.
Oh.
You got a real party mouth.
Gotta say, how did you know I had a biscuit under there?
Oh, you are the snack under that mask.
Oh.
Oh. Ooh. All right, next topic, because I'm looking at the time, Jono. We've been recording for nearly 40 minutes.
Oh,
I
shit.
can smell my dinner. It smells good. And there's like 4 more topics to do. So, okay. If anyone has been on the internet ever, you've probably seen the man that says, "Get your hands off my penis!" Sorry, neighbours. And he's even on Instagram as Mr. Democracy Manifest. He has released a wine, and it's called "Get Your Hands Off My Pinot."
Amazing.
I don't have a lot to tell you about this. I just wanted to tell you. He says, "Gentlemen, this is obviously from the original video. He says, "Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Get your hands on my penis. What is the charge? Eating a meal, a sucking a Chinese meal." He says, "I see you know your judo well." That's one of my favourite lines as well. And also when he gets in the car, he goes, "Ta-ta, farewell." It's ridiculous. But yes, that was 30 years apparently that happened ago. 30 years ago that happened, not 30 years that happened apparently ago. I'll get there in a minute. But yeah, now he can buy. He won't have to buy it. He made it. You can buy for the low price of I don't know how much. Get your hands off my Pinot wine.
You just cut out for a second there.
Oh.
Just as you were saying low, it went a bit funny and then silent.
Well, shit. Let's just leave this in. Less editing for me. Basically, he's got a wine. It's called Get Your Hands Off My Pinot. Try it. Kind of want to buy it. I don't mind a Pinot. And also, because the drunker I get, the more I'll go, "Get your hands off my Pinot." Oh my God. Oh no. Shitting hell. I thought it said it was £320 a bottle.
Oh.
Or $320. And I was like, fuck? And then I said, I saw it said, while a case of 12 costs. I was like, so one bottle is $30. Still fuck, but, less fuck. So, oh my God, I just saw most people, what? Okay. I've just seen this, right? I've just read this. And, right. Jack told the Lad Bible that he had honestly no idea what was happening on that fateful day around 3 decades ago. They thought I was some international criminal, a Hungarian who used to rob restaurants. They thought I was him, which I'm obviously not. They ran in and arrested me, and that's what you saw in the video. I knew the cops hated me, so I thought I'd have to try something. So they might have tried to grab me for something I didn't do. I tried to pretend to be a lunatic to get into the lunatic asylum, because often in the past, back in those days, I was a bit wild, and I thought if I just carry on, they might just send me there anyway. They're easier to escape. Oh my God, the next line. They're easy to escape from. I've done it a couple of times before. They dragged me out of the restaurant. I just carried on, and they were putting more handcuffs on me, putting my hands behind my back, and I just thought I'd say something to try and distract them. Like, get your hands off my penis.
Wow.
That's more about him than I ever knew. Also, starting with the fact that I didn't know his name was Jack Carlson. I just called him that dude. He's aged quite well. It's probably all that wine and penis touching.
I was going to say, like a fine wine.
Like a fine Pinot. What's your next topic?
All right, so we've got the unsolved murder of Ken Mcelroy.
Yes.
So Ken Mcelroy was a resident of Skidmore, Missouri, known as the Town Bully.
What a bastard.
Yep. His unsolved killing became the focus of international attention. Over the course of his life, Mcelroy was accused of dozens of felonies, including assault, child molestation, statutory rape, arson, hog and cattle rustling, and burglary.
Fucking hell, we should name this. We should have, at the beginning of this, we should have named that guy fucking Kevin. It would fit right in. This Kevin is the bastard.
I mean, it's not Kevin, it's Ken.
I'm not listening to you today.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm staring at the next news story that I'm going to tell you, and the lady's brother's name is Kevin. And I won't lie, I don't even think I picked up on that, and it was my subconscious that said Kevin, because it's right in my eye line. Okay, Ken, what a bastard.
Yep. So, in all, he was indicted 21 times, but escaped conviction each time, except for the last time. In 1981...
Nice cliffhanger.
Yeah. In 1981, Mcelroy was convicted of shooting and seriously injuring the town's 70-year-old grocer, Ernest Bo Bowenkamp, the previous year.
Was that Bo Bowenkamp, or did you just stutter?
No, that's his... He was known as Bo.
Okay,
Ernest Bowenkamp, known as Bo.
Cool.
So, yeah, he shot and injured him. He successfully appealed the conviction and was released on bond, after which he engaged in an ongoing harassment campaign against Bowenkamp and others who were sympathetic to his cause. So
This guy sounds like an arsehole.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think I may know this story.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like,
Right.
not well enough to tell you anything about it. You only feel like you've heard something before. Also, I thought his name was Kevin.
All right. Well, let's carry on and see if you recognize anything else.
Please do.
So, at some point later, he appeared in a local bar, the D&G Tavern, armed with an M1 Garand rifle and bayonet, and later threatened to kill Bowenkamp. And then the next day, Mcelroy was shot to death in broad daylight as he sat in his with his wife Trina in his pickup truck on Skidmore's main street. It says he was struck by bullets from at least 2 different firearms in front of a crowd of people, estimated at between 30 and 46 people. And to date, no one has been charged.
Good. It sounds like they rallied together to fuck up Ken.
Pretty much, yeah.
Good, man. Ken sounds like a shit prick.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I don't condone violence, but you know, when was this again? How long ago?
It was 1981.
Yeah, I don't imagine there was much around as much then to help you get a good conviction as there is now.
No, but I mean, there were 46 potential witnesses.
Oh no! Sorry, what I meant was for the other stuff. That he
right.
Probably should have gone away for.
Oh yeah.
There wasn't probably as much around then to get. So, you know, if that happened now, you'd be like, clearly the police just love this guy.
Yeah.
Because they're just hiding evidence. But back then, it's probably more like they may have done their best.
Yeah, they just
You
didn't.
never know. Like, I just couldn't get him on it.
Yeah. But for this, this particular one where he was killed, there were 46 potential witnesses to the shooting, including his wife, who was in the truck, and nobody called for an ambulance, and nobody were able to name an assailant or claim to have seen who fired the shots. So,
damn.
Basically, I think it went on for a couple of years, and then that was pretty much it.
One day, someone went, just fuck Ken, man. We should just fucking... Why don't we just all get together and shoot him? And then, you know, we'll all know about it. We'll all sign this bit of paper that says we knew it was going to happen. And then we're all fucked. So, I won't tell anyone. And then you go to his wife and go, look, you know he's a prick. Wouldn't life be easier if like insurance just paid out to you and you had nice money and you didn't have a prick? You haven't got to deal with that bell end. Ken.
I mean, to be fair, he was a proper Colin about it. He met her when she was 12 years old, and he raped her repeatedly. Apparently.
Wow, it sounds like an asshole.
Yeah, he had it coming.
Yeah, he had it coming. I don't know why I've got that song stuck in my head. He had it coming. I don't know the next verse because da, 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 or something like that. You should have seen it. I don't know what's happened to me. It's because when you listen to the Scrubs podcast, they break into song all the time.
Oh, really?
And I think that's just happening. I'm JDing my way through life. I don't mind, man. I fucking love Scrubs. Side note, the only thing I could think the other day was I would really like to have been on a TV show, not because then I could have been on a TV show, but because then I could do the podcast for that TV show.
Yes, yeah.
And it would be great. Because, like, I would love to do a podcast that goes through episodes of Modern Family.
Yeah.
Because I fucking love it. And, like, it go on forever. Fucking, like, 9... Are they on, like, nearly 9 seasons now or something? Like, there's 7 on Netflix.
Yeah, it's got to be something like that.
So, I mean, you're pretty safe there. So, I might even start it.
Do it.
Well, I just need to find someone that, like, loves Modern Family as much as I do. And that's all right.
Well, if you do that as a second podcast, then I can go and do the Biscuit podcast that we talked about, as Ben has messaged me shortly, or a little while ago. So then I'll do the Biscuit podcast with you. So,
what I have that slightly in the back of my mind. What was the bit? We were just going to go through different biscuits.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to do that one as well.
All right, I'll call Ben. We'll set it up.
Can I at least like guest a couple of times? Like, especially for like the Jammy Dodger episode, and like I won't say anything. You'll just have to listen to me eat Jammy Dodgers. Just like really like close, like very stale, crunchy Jammy Dodger. The Biscuit podcast. What would we call it?
The Biscuit podcast.
Nah, that's shit. We could do better than that.
Can we?
Not right now. All right. Well, guess what, Jono?
What?
I've got a new story for you.
All right, hit me.
Bizarre moment: turtle smashes through car windscreen and nearly decapitates passenger.
Like a ninja turtle, or
No, no,
just a regular turtle?
just a regular turtle.
Where was this?
Well, I imagine they were in a car. Latonya Clark. I nearly said what? Oh no, her name is Clark. Okay, so when I read the first picture, it said Latonya Clark and her brother, and then in the actual message, in the actual like news article, it says Latonya Lark, and I was like, well, now I don't know which one's right. I'm going to go with Clark because no, but all the rest say Lark. What? Okay, maybe it was Latonya Lark. Okay, Double L and her brother Kevin Grant on May the 12th in Savannah, Georgia. Were running errands when a reptile came crashing through their windscreen while driving northbound on the Harry S. Truman Parkway. As for you Americans out there, I have no idea what I just said was. Luckily for the pair, but not for the turtle. The turtle got lodged in the window instead of smashing all the way through. Now the image of the turtle, it looks like maybe the turtle has been decapitated. I think it's fine. I don't think it's fine. It's definitely a bit shocked. Shellshocked. Didn't even mean to say that.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
I didn't. I said shocked when I wrote shellshocked. But then yeah, it's got like two legs sticking out the back, one out the front, and its head's on a wedge.
Wow.
She said, I thought it was a brick, and I told my brother, oh my god, there's a brick. It was not a brick. When they heard this loud boom and were covered in shattered glass before they realised what was happening. When the glass broke, the first thing I came to my mind was to shield myself. Grant said, a licensed cosmetologist. I don't know why we needed to know that. So it was just like, turn and cover. Lark said she believes that somehow the turn what? Fuck! I mean, I got one job. And it's not this. It's much harder. This is my side hustle. Lark said that she believed the turn somehow was sent flying. This isn't even a sentence. Okay. Basically, whoever writes the Metro can't fucking write. Right, so this is what it says. Lark said she believes the turned somehow was sent flying their car. But what it should say was, Lark said she believes the turtle somehow was sent flying towards their car from a vehicle in front of them that hit the reptile on the road. That's why I had such a problem saying that, because it was bullshit. Even the officer said that if the glass wasn't a stick and it hadn't slowed down, it would have been disastrous. Oh no, after my amputee joke. The officers were able to remove the turtle from the windscreen, and initially it survived, but it had lost one of its legs. Don't say it. Don't name the turtle. However, when Lark called days later to check on the condition, she'd learned that it died after losing too much blood.
Aww. In
the wake of the freak accident, Lark warned other drivers to be more attentive when behind the wheel, especially if you've got Mario or Luigi in front of you. If people are not paying attention to the road, whoever hit that turtle, they had to have been flying. That, again, not a sentence, but we'll just move on.
It wasn't a blue turtle, was it?
No, it was a green one.
All right.
It bounced between the edges of the road first. And then the car flipped. That's all my news stories. That's all I have to say.
Well, I mean, I do have one more, but we can save it for next time because we are getting on a bit, aren't we?
Yeah. I feel like I've aged. Also, I feel like I'm gonna get downstairs and get headbutted for being up here for an hour.
All right, we'll save it till next time.
Dinner's definitely ready. So yes, this has been marvelous. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna eat.
All right, mate. Enjoy
some chicken. So bye.
Bye.